top GTM strategy even with zero traction, what customer acquisition cost really is and how to calculate it properly, and why lifetime customer value is the most powerful financial lever that you have. The triangle of the startup survival, customer acquisition cost, lifetime customer value, and the payback period. How these metrics influence how much and when you should raise capital. This one is especially for founders who are looking to build a repeatable growth engine without burning through cash or equity. Hello everyone, welcome back to Capital Compass, where we decode the startup strategy and funding one video at a time. And today we are talking about one of the most fundamental concepts that every early stage investor needs to understand before spending a single dollar: your go-to-market strategy, your customer acquisition cost, and your lifetime customer value. So what is a go-to-market strategy? A go-to-market strategy is your plan to acquire customers repeatedly and at scale. At the pre-seed stage, you might not have much traction, and that's okay, but your plan must be specific. Here's the difference between good go-to-market strategy and a bad go-to-market strategy. For example, if somebody says that we'll grow through word of mouth, this is very vague and very open-ended. Contrast it to something which says that we handed 10 referral codes at a train station and got a 30% sign-up rate. We now want to scale this using direct mail in specific zip codes. This shows that you have tested something and are trying to repeat it. That's what early investors and smart founders care about. This brings us to understanding the customer acquisition cost and why it's not just a number. Your customer acquisition cost is the amount that you spend to acquire one paying customer. This includes paid ads, salespeople, writers for SEO, any cost that can be tied to acquisition. But customer acquisition cost alone is meaningless without context. What matters is, firstly, how quickly do you recover your customer acquisition cost? That is your payback period. And secondly, what is your lifetime customer value? We'll get into the lifetime customer value in the next section, but for now, when you're talking about customer acquisition cost, an example would be, this brings us to the triangle that determines your survival. The real strategy comes down to the triangle of customer acquisition cost, lifetime customer value, and payback period. You need customer acquisition cost that is less than your lifetime customer value, and the payback period has to match your access to capital.